We're from Harlan County and we're presenting our challenge grant. It's called the CHAR Project, which stands for Community Homes for Homeless and Addiction Recovery. And earlier we focused on our student homeless population, which is a great amount of students that are homeless. But there's also in Harlan 3 drug rehabilitation centers that people get sent from to complete that program, to complete the rehabilitation process. But once they graduate from these programs, they have nowhere to go. They get their certificate, they tell them congratulations, and then they either go back into their former environment of that area where they were formerly addicted to whatever, like drugs or alcohol, or they become homeless. So through this project, we're hoping to give them the housing in form of a tiny home that will keep them out of their prior living conditions. So it will give them a hand up so they do not relapse and fall back into their prior situation. We have lots of community partners. Christ Hands does a mentorship program which is Christian based, and it will allow them to just get someone that they can talk to and just keep them on the right path. And they provide food and other items that they would need. The Challenge Academy is the ones that are helping us build these homes. They're constructing them in Harlan locally. The physical court is the one that's going to maintain and manage the subdivision and then make sure just to monitor it so that it stays a quality place for living. KVEC is another partner because they're giving us the grant that allows us to do these things. And the Harlan County High School Frisk Center also, it helps because you can also get other items like if you need for clothing or food, hygiene items. I'm going to let Gary tell you about some of the benefits.
Okay, some of the benefits of CHAR for the graduates of our rehabilitation centers is that it provides, like you said, a transitional housing for graduates, and it's going to provide them with the opportunity to get job applications and go out in the environment and see if they can, get out of their former environment of drugs and abuse and get out and have a job and start a new life. And it's going to break the cycle of both addiction and relapse, because a lot of the graduates of our rehab center in Harlan, they end up right back in it because they can't survive out in the environment where they formerly were for no amount of time. So we're trying to be the middle ground of not in a relapse center, but not sustaining by themselves. We're still going to provide them help to and through the process of getting out of a drug or alcohol addiction. And like we said, there's going to be counseling programs through Christ Hands, and we're going to give them job opportunities, like I said, and we'll provide transportation to and from their jobs, and just help these people out, because we don't like to see our community down, and Eastern Kentucky is one of the most well-known places for drug abuse, and we're just trying to break the cycle. I'm going to turn it back over to Caleb to wrap it up.
President Trump said that the greatest problem facing our generation is the opioid epidemic, and this is so true. Our judge executive, Mr. Dan Mosley, said the addiction issue and youth homelessness are 2 of the greatest obstacles of our time. We can't address this issue effectively without transitional housing options for people coming out of treatment programs or for our students who don't have a place to lay their head down at night. This project invests in human beings and gives them a pathway to success. I support it wholeheartedly. If you would like more information about either of our 2 projects, we have the links to our website and our YouTube channel that we will be posting to and updating frequently. You can just visit them there. Thank you guys for your time. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.